Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Little Pop Stars podcast. On this episode, we're going to be breaking down Lindsay Whiteman's album "Quick the Train is Coming," track by track.
I guess we're back with another episode. Tanner, Sydney, welcome to our show.
My name's Lindsay Whiteman. I write pop folk music. It's about my life. I just put out an album called Quick the Train is Coming, and it's, about my love life and stuff. It's very Gracie Abrams, Noah Kahan, Olivia Rodrigo vibe.
Nice. So every episode we like to start off with something we call the Lil Pop Quiz.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask you some questions and answer them as fast as possible or just however you want to.
Okay.
So what is your favorite way of transportation?
Oh. The train, maybe?
Nice. What is the first concert you ever went to?
Technically, when I was like an infant, I went to a Tom Petty concert, but Sam Smith is my first legit concert.
What is your favorite candy?
I like sour candy, maybe the sour rainbow airheads.
Uh-huh.
But because I was just sick and I had my jaw was like out to here because I had an infection or something, and I had to suck on a bunch of sour candy, and now my tongue is like my taste buds are like destroyed. So also I guess like chocolate and stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What is your favorite music genre?
I love pop folk.
Yeah. What is your favorite instrument?
I guess guitar.
And what is a song that you've had on repeat?
Oh, All the Things She Said by Tattoo.
Have you been watching Heated Rivalry?
Yes! I
Or
love
watched
Heated
it.
Rivalry. I also have Bad Things on repeat. That's one of the songs from the soundtrack too. Have you guys watched it?
I have, yeah.
So good.
He's trying to convince me to watch
Oh
it.
my god, you have to watch it. It's the best thing I've seen in years.
Very entertaining. So before we talk about your album, I didn't know if there was any of like your previous projects you wanted to talk about, or if you just wanna. We have plenty of questions related to your album, but
Yeah. What do I have out? I have like 4 singles before the album, I think. Am I allowed to curse on this?
Yeah.
Okay. One of my songs is called Shitty Homeboys. I have a song called Brain Space. You Broke My Heart on Halloween, and We're in Love, Aren't We? I think those are all my... Oh, and a song called Danger that was initially going to be on the album, but last minute I cut it. So now it's just a single. But yeah, they're all... I love them all. Yeah.
And who are some artists that you have like inspired you through this album in particular?
Ooh. I think Loudon Wainwright the third is one of my favorite lyricists, and I definitely took a lot of inspiration from his sort of he's very like he shows the ugly parts of himself, and that inspires me a lot, and I feel like that definitely translated to my lyrics a bit. I also love Olivia Rodrigo, Noah Kahan. I feel like they're really in the album too.
yeah, definitely. So we're gonna kind of go through each song, and we'll have questions, but you can kind of share whatever you want about each one as well. So the album's called Quick the Train is Coming, and that's the first song.
Quick, the train is coming, and you haven't said all you need to say. Quick, the train is coming, this is no time for delay.
I feel like that song, like, so, like, that's the title. It's like, that's exactly what you get when you listen to the song. It's like very anxiety inducing, and I just love the like story that you laid out in that song. What made you choose like that song as the first song to have on the album, and then as the album title as well?
Yeah. When I first wrote that song, I immediately went to get it produced, which is not what I usually do. Usually my songs sit in the back burner for a long time, and then kind of I start to get them produced. So I wrote that song and immediately got it produced, and when my producer sent me the song back, I was just blown away. I thought he did such an amazing job. His name's Teddy Walsh. And it was after hearing that production that I was like, wait, this doesn't feel like a single. This feels like the beginning or the end to an album. And I had just been dealing with chronic pain. Like, I had just started having that consistently in my life, which was making it really hard for me to write stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll pivot more to doing a whole project. And so I thought to myself, do I have other songs about the same thing I'm talking about in Quick the Train is Coming? And when I looked at all my songs, I was like, oh my God, there's like absolutely an album here. Like, there's so many songs about this that I love. And so that's Quick the Train is Coming is the song that pushed me to make the album, and the whole album is about like the fallout that happens in after Quick the Train is Coming.
Right.
So for a long time it was going to be the end of the album, but then I decided it was the perfect start because the rest of the album's like the fallout afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. And so the next songs on the album are Single in Spain and Over Romanticized, and I think those are also kind of good with setting up these themes of kind of like over romanticizing this situation.
Oh, it's over romanticized. Oh, what's left of you in my mind is over romanticized.
This might be kind of a personal question, but do you find yourself like self-aware in like when you're going through a situation, or is it more like after when you're like when you wrote this project that you're able to be more self-aware?
Sometimes I'm super self-aware, but then other times it's like I can't trust myself. It's like an unreliable narrator. And I'll be thinking, like, oh my God, I'm so in love, like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And it's not till literally months later that I'm like, did I go insane for a second?
Yeah.
Like, what was that? So yeah, I think I can be self-aware, but then at the same time, not.
Oh, kiss me, you fool. We both know you can read my mind. So if my mouth can't find the words, I'm hoping yours can find the courage to lean over, change the meaning.
In Kiss Me You Fool, it's really like romantic. So how did you work with the producer to have the sound capture the feelings of the lyrics?
Ooh, I think I wanted the song to sound like a drunken walk through like a cold neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my producer did a good job with that because we have 3 kind of sloppy guitars going, and then we have 3 kind of sloppy lead vocals, which normally we would be tighter on that, but we purposely kind of set everything a little bit off from each other to create that drunken, romantic, hazy feeling. So, yeah, I think Teddy did a really good job with making those vocals kind of sit like that.
I remember everything, all of our best memories, but I have no clue who I am to you.
next two songs, Who Am I to You and If I Died, are kind of like sort of what if and asking questions. Do you find that now that you've written these songs that you're able to answer any of these questions for yourself?
Ooh. Who am I to you? I definitely can't answer because
Right.
I have no idea who I am to that person. And if I died, oh, I guess I don't know the answer to that either. Thank God I don't know the answer to that.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess I can't answer those questions for myself.
Yeah, that makes sense as I'm thinking about it. A lot of your songs in this album kind of lead up to like, especially Who Am I to You kind of leads up to a very like intense bridge, and so does like Quick the Train is Coming. Is what kind of goes into your like songwriting process when you lead up to like a bigger ending of a song?
That's a good question. I think a lot of times for me, the bridge is what's left unsaid after I've written a verse and a chorus. And maybe when I'm writing and I get to the bridge, I feel the emotions that are bottled up and need to come out. And I think maybe that's why I lean towards bigger bridges sometimes because I feel so much and then it just like explodes in the bridge kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of your songs on this album have quite a bit of humor, and I was wondering like if that's something that just is natural with your writing, or if you like really try to put in those humorous moments.
I think it's definitely natural in my writing because it gets to a point where I need to pull back sometimes because I'm like, I'm not writing a comedy musical theater piece. I need to not be doing that. Yeah, I find myself in sessions with other writers. A lot of times I'll be pushing a really cheesy, funny thing, and then people will be like, no, we're not doing that in the song. So I get to do my own songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely do it a lot.
It's because like reverse psychology is one that's like so gut wrenching, but then there's like some lyrics that I like just laugh at. But I feel
love
like
that.
I don't know if like everyone connects with that, but that's like I feel like humor is like sometimes just how you have to get through the really heartbreaking, sad stuff in life.
Absolutely. I definitely use humor to get through everything.
So it's a massacre for me and it's a bloody mess for you, where I've got nothing left and you don't know what you should do.
It's a massacre for me. Like, did you find it easier to write like specific and matter-of-fact lyrics or more like metaphorical?
I feel like It's a Massacre for me, I was feeling really, I don't want to say used, but really, I just felt wrecked. And just talking about how I felt in a normal way maybe wasn't enough. And that's why I used the metaphor of it's a massacre for me, because it's like it goes beyond you just hurt me. It's like you just like slaughtered me. Like, so I feel like maybe matter of fact wasn't enough for me on that song, and that's why I went for the metaphor.
Right. And earlier you said like you took some inspiration from Gracie Abrams, which I think is kind of in the songs that are more like very specific or like just like saying the situation as it is. I think that definitely comes across.
Yeah, I think I was definitely inspired by Gracie Abrams for Still Feel, for sure.
'Cause I tried everything, wrote your name and smashed the plane. I tried everything to get rid of you, but you just won't go away. I tried everything.
And that song, I feel like that's the one that, even though it is still pretty sad and like reflective, it's also like a moment in the album where there's like acceptance of the situation, even though like the title suggests still feeling those feelings, but just like allowing yourself to, which I really like.
Oh, thank you.
What does that song kind of mean to you, and I guess this album as a whole?
Yeah, that song was the last song written for the album. Most of the songs, almost all of them, except for Over Romanticized, were written before I decided to make it an album.
Oh, okay.
And as I would work on the album, there was a lot of really sad songs and slow songs, and I was like, I want something fun. So me and some co-writers sat down to write something a little bit more upbeat that still felt like me. And yeah, it initially I wanted to write a song that kind of like talked about that entire period of my life, but then I went really ham in on like one relationship and really just laid out all the details and
Yeah.
like a little too specific. But just went for it anyway. And I don't know, whenever I do that, it makes me feel really brave and like it gives me a rush. So it's okay. That's maybe a little bit too specific. But yeah, that song means a lot for me because I felt like it was a perfect, it's not necessarily the cap of the album, but I feel like it's like a good sort of towards the end
Yeah.
feeling.
Yes, definitely. And it's interesting that you said that almost all the songs weren't even like written when you decided to make it an album, because it very much feels like they're all just like one story.
Totally. Yeah, they really all are one story. And then when I wrote those two songs for the album, it was like what stones were left unturned or like what's missing from the story. And that's why I wrote them for it.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting how after Still Feel that you kind of wrap it up with these last two songs, and with Don't Take Signs from the Rain, it kind of feels like almost a warning of sorts to like, or like a reminder to like yourself and to people listening. Is there something that you would want to say to listeners that maybe are either in a situation like yours or maybe at one point in their life?
Yeah, let's see. I don't know, because even if I could like go back in time and like actually warn myself, nothing would have changed probably. But I would say, I don't know, I used to write in my journal when I was really young, like think daring thoughts. And so I think I used to be really romantic with the universe and stuff. And so if I felt like I was getting a sign from the rain, usually my emotion would be like, oh, that's stupid. That's nothing. Right. But I was encouraging myself to be like, let that in. Like, yeah, like maybe it is a sign from the rain. And I don't know, it's just something I had to do and it was fun. And I'm definitely less, like now I make decisions for myself more and less like, well, the universe is telling me I should do that, so I should probably do it. Now I'm like, what do I want to do? So I don't know. I had to learn that for myself, though, so I don't know if I could tell anybody to do anything.
Yeah, I think that's true. It's like they can, listen to your album, but people ultimately have to kind of live their own experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last song on the album is Happy Late Birthday, which is like a very bittersweet sort of ending to this story.
Happy late birthday, and really I'm just
What made you choose this to be the last song on the album?
That's a great question because it wasn't gonna be the last song on the album. Don't Take Signs from the Rain was always gonna be the last song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I recorded Happy Late Birthday, the feeling of it was so stripped back and so um unlike the rest of the album that it almost felt like a bonus track. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll put it at the end and even call it a bonus track. But then I didn't really feel right like making a bonus track because I feel like that's what happens in like a second release of an album or something. So I was like, I don't know, it'll just be at the end, it'll be the cap. But I feel like it also encapsulates the whole album by being like, hey, screw you, but then also not really screw you. Like, I don't really
Right.
care. Like, it's okay. We're all good. So I feel like it's a good send off of the album to be like, hey, like all is well. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it has that, like, sort of what the whole album is, and that, like, there's a lot of, like, anger and sadness, but then there's also a lot of, like, love for this person.
Yeah, definitely.
And that, yeah, I think in that way it's kind of like a perfect little ending to the album.
Totally.
So now we're going to play another little game.
Oh, fun.
It's called This or That, Choose Your Favorite Child. So I'm going to list 2 of your songs, and then you're going to pick which one is your favorite.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So first, Kiss Me You Fool or Reverse Psychology.
Kiss Me, You Fool.
Kiss Me You Fool or If I Died.
If I Died.
If I Died or It's a Massacre for Me.
If I Died.
If I Died or Quick the Train is Coming.
Quick, the Train is Coming.
Quick the Train is Coming or Don't Take Signs from the Rain.
Quick, the Train is Coming.
Quick the Train is Coming or Single in Spain.
Quick, the Train is Coming.
Quick the Train is Coming or Over Romanticized.
That's tough. Quick, the Train is Coming.
Quick the Train is Coming or Happy Late Birthday.
I don't know. Quick, the Train is Coming.
Quick the Train is Coming or Who Am I to You.
Quick, the Train is Coming.
Quick the Train is Coming or Still Feel.
Probably Quick, the Train is Coming.
Okay, Quick the Train is Coming is the winner.
That's good you chose that for the album title.
Yeah.
Yes.
We kind of went through all of those songs, but was there anything about them that we missed that you wanted to share?
Just that, I worked on those songs with lots of great people, and it couldn't have happened without everyone who worked on it and everybody's talent. And so I'm so lucky for that.
Yeah. And I did too want to mention like the album cover. How did that kind of come about?
Yeah, definitely. So that was shot by one of my best friends, Carrie Ann Steingrubner. And I live really close to a train. I live like a 10-minute walk from a train. So we went to that train station near my house and we shot like literally 400 pictures with
Oh, wow.
trains going back and forth. And then the pictures got narrowed down to a bunch of favorites, and it was really, honestly, really hard to pick one, but that was the one that I kept being drawn to. So yeah. But yeah, thanks to Carrie Ann, because she's amazing. She's so talented.
Nice. Yeah, it's a very, very cool image.
Yeah, it
so I think you definitely made a good choice on picking that one.
Cool.
And before we kind of wrap up, are there any smaller artists that you'd like to highlight?
Sure. Let's see. Kiki, Wera, Tyler Simmons, Camila, Solis, Chris Peters. There's so many amazing artists. Bad Endeavor, Aida. Yeah, these are all great, talented people I went to school with who are great artists.
Nice, cool. Well, before we kind of say goodbye, is anything else about your music that you wanted to share?
Just that there will be lots more to come. Excited to keep putting stuff out. I have so many songs that are written and not in the world, so I'm excited to put together another project. I post a lot of my music on TikTok, and I'm trying more on Instagram. I want to do more on YouTube as well. So, yeah, you can find my release stuff, but also some of my unreleased stuff on those platforms.
Nice, cool. Well, thanks for talking to us. We're excited to hear like what you release in the future.
Awesome. I'm excited. Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Make sure you all go listen to Lindsay Whiteman's album, Quick the Train is Coming, and we'll see you all in the next episode of Lil Pop Stars Podcast.
What you ever